Ladies and gentlemen, we are live in living color. Welcome to another fantastic episode of This Week in Reselling, where I have a little help with my friends. Here we'll discuss the highs and lows of reselling and dive into great conversation. I am your host, Ray, and I'm joined with my co-hosts. We have Joe with I'd Flip That. We have Brendan with Big Time Flips. I said it correctly this time, Brendan.
Yes, you did.
And we have the official, unofficial fourth member of the podcast, Kristen the Whirl Squirrel. And we're joined today with this amazing... I forgot to play your music, Brendan. We're going to have to do that again. And we're joined with Brendan, Big Time Flips.
There we go. There we go.
And you can see the background here. We have a yin yang with flames around it, and that's all you get.
Is that new? Is that a new thing?
It's new.
It's a new thing.
Okay.
It's a new thing. It is a new
Okay.
thing. And we're in circles.
Only certain people are privy to this.
I guess.
This special background.
Joe, do we want to shed some light on this, or are we just gonna?
Nope, we're good.
Okay, cool. So, our guest for today, we have none other than the Philly flirter himself, Paul. Paul with a amazing
point the
looking
wrong way.
shirt, all over tee,
Joe's had enough.
and Joe has had enough.
Guys, this show just got twice as good because first of all, I'm on it, and then Joe isn't. So it just got twice as good. So you're welcome.
Well, when you multiply something by zero, it's still zero. So
Ah,
it's still-
man, he's
yeah.
back.
Oh, Brendan stepping in early this morning.
Stepping in. But guys, I feel like we do have a lot to talk about. Of course, if you don't know Paul Philly Flirter or Philly Flipper, Paul, give us just a little brief introduction. I'm sure everybody that watches this knows who you are. Tied in number one on the Flip You Yetis, but go ahead, Paul.
I'm him.
He's it. That's all you got to say. That's all you got to say.
That's all he has
That's
to
it.
That's
say.
it.
The less he
I'm
talks,
him.
the better.
Actually,
Yes.
let's start with this though. How do you, Ray, Paul? How do you two know each other? Like, how did you make this connection to where you guys have this Monday night draft thing? How did that come about?
The whole draft came about. How
How
came
did it
about?
come about with the two of you like on a thing together, making it work?
So I had the draft idea for a while. I thought it'd be like a fun thing to do with resellers. That's not really reseller related because every single other. This was like holy moly. When did we do the draft? Like 2 years ago now, maybe 3 years ago when we first
Yeah,
started.
it's been a minute.
It was a long time ago, and this was back when YouTube lives were just blowing up, and everybody and their mom had a YouTube live, and everybody was the same thing. Oh, let's answer questions about eBay, and it was okay. How does shipping work? How does promotions work? You got to promote this. You got to do this, and every single live was like that. And I'm like, can we do a live where it's more fun? You get to know the people.
J
more than
Ride
just-
Flips lives.
Yeah.
They basically.
Yeah, so no offense,
the time.
Jared doesn't watch this, so probably not gonna
Yeah.
care.
No, he doesn't.
But yeah. So I had this idea, but I was looking for the right person to do it with. And then what happened was Ray did the draft on his channel where they were drafting resellers, I think. And that was his first time I ever did that. And it was Ray, it was Jimmy, it was Ken, and it was Sonny, I think, right? Sonny was the fourth guy.
So
And,
it was
and they were-
it was the first, and then the second year we did a bracket, wasn't it?
Yeah, the second one was the bracket.
Reseller
Yeah.
Madness.
Hey, we can't say that word, but yes, but yeah. So I've seen that, and I've seen him do it, and I loved Ray's charisma on there and how he defended all his picks and all that stuff.
The
so
Riz.
he had the
Jody.
Riz. So I
The
called him
Rizzler.
the next day, and I'm like, I got this idea. I need a partner. Are you down? And he's like, yeah. And then boom. Ever since then,
Cool.
it got formed, and we've been going for a long time.
We took a month
a
off.
long time.
You
And
called
you
them
come
a
on for
friend.
a-
Did we become best friends?
When we talked to each
I want to actually. Anybody have any guesses when the first one was?
I would. Couldn't even tell you.
before Flip. It was.
I saw it. I was in the chat, but I don't remember. That was
You
a
were
while
not
ago.
in the chat, Kristen. You were on the panel.
Yeah.
You were in the first ever. You were in the first ever draft.
Yeah. No.
You were
I
not
thought
in
you meant for Ray's when he was picking
Oh, the resellers.
resellers. Yeah.
No. When we had our first actual draft, the guests were Kristen and Jakob Benz.
Oh my God.
What did,
yeah.
what did we draft?
most frustrating things with reselling.
Oh,
So we
so
drafted.
lame.
And
You were
that
easing
date
into
was
it.
August 15th, 2022. So
Let's go.
2 years.
2 years strong.
2 years plus, yes.
So
Yeah,
how many
that
have you
was,
done since then?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, you've got all the stats. I thought maybe you had like the numbers.
That is true. That is true.
I would guess so. Let's say 2 years. Times let's say just 2 years because the other ones would probably be equal by 2 years. So times 52, so about 104, 100 plus probably definitely. Yeah.
Right.
It's a lot of different topics to think about. By the way, every single week they have a different thing. Oh, a little tease. This is coming out on Thursday, right? Right? It's coming out on Thursday.
Of next week.
Next week.
Next week. Okay. So 3 days ago we did one. It was crazy. That's all I'm saying. And it's gonna
Real
be Joe's
crazy.
idea.
You're not gonna believe which
Right?
picks that we
Joe,
picked.
Joe, you're the one that suggested it, right?
If it's
Where
what I'm thinking.
it's going to be the first on the spot one, where nobody knows the category.
Nice.
We're going to ask,
Oh,
we're gonna ask ChatGPT to do the category for us, and on the
Nice.
spot we're gonna draft it with no preparations, no prep work, just boom.
Is it on mine or yours?
It's gonna be on mine. Yeah.
Okay. Who are the guests?
that's gonna be good.
Or who were the guests?
These guys right here. Sure, you guys all invited. Yay.
We're gonna throw Brendan into the fire right away on something like that.
Yeah.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it. It's whatever.
Well, why not?
On the fly. That's gonna be interesting because sometimes you have to do a lot of research for it, and then you debate whether or not you're really gonna do that one. Should I really give that answer? Because
So,
you never know what
I'm
the
gonna
chat's
do one
gonna
right now
say.
as like a test. So I go to ChatGPT, give me a random topic to do a Mount
Listen, that's
Rushmore.
what I
list
suggested after
on.
we got done with the yellow draft. You laughed, and I'm like,
Uh,
we should do one where it's just like, boom, go.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
how-
For anybody who doesn't know what we're talking about, Paul and I do this thing on YouTube on
by
different
the way.
channels. His channel, and then one week we'll do it on my channel. What we do is we draft certain categories and we invite guests. So it's kind of like a NFL draft. So the first person picks first, and then we come back in a snake. And they're really fun. They're really entertaining. So if you guys haven't listened to it or watched it, come over and check it out.
I like how it's
So
nothing
I
like
did-
about
I just
reselling
did
now. It's
it-
like,
Yeah.
Yeah. I just did it right now. It said the ones they gave me are famous fictional detectives. Good luck with that one.
Nope.
Okay.
Sherlock Holmes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Wishbone,
I say,
Columbo.
Inspector Gadget.
Nancy Drew. Is
Inspector
Nancy Drew
Gadget. That's a
qualified?
good one.
That's the first thing I thought of Brendan, and then he started
Scooby Doo. Does that count?
Yeah.
Scooby Doo. I
Carmen's-
think Scooby Doo counts.
Carmen Sandiego.
No,
Is she
not.
a
Yeah.
She's a detective,
nah.
right?
Throwing a flag.
Nah.
Is she
I
not
don't
a
know.
detective?
I don't
What
know.
is she?
Where's Ken? Bring him in. Let's see.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the flag. And then other one is pump up songs.
Ooh.
All right, pump up the jam. There we go.
Pump up
Yeah,
the
pump
jam.
it up. That's what I was gonna say.
The
Many
intro
Men.
to the 1997 Chicago Bulls walkout.
For
Oh,
me, it would be
yeah.
Many Men by 50 Cent. That's the one.
Many
I always
Men.
gets me.
True.
The one where
True.
Trump
Another
walked
one
out
bites the dust.
after he got shot.
For me, I think it'd be. I mean, when I hear ice cream truck music, I'll go running outside, excited. So that gets me.
You
I
know,
thought
Paul,
we-
tell him.
Oh, does Brendan know the story about the ice cream
I
truck?
don't think he does.
Wait, I don't think I know this either.
So my father is a very interesting soul, and he's all about saving money. So he would know, like paying $3 for ice cream was out of his budget. So he taught me when I was a kid and my sisters that when the ice cream truck plays music, that means they're out of ice cream. So whenever I heard that music, I was like, "Oh man, they're out of ice cream again."
Next time.
That's fantastic.
So
Dude, those trucks now are like for a bar of ice cream is like $6 or $7.
it's
It's
crazy.
insane what
Yeah.
they-
Yeah.
I hear it now. It goes on my street. I still go out there and pay way too much for a SpongeBob. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Give me a Sonic with the eyes all lopsided, and I'll take
Yeah.
it real quick.
Here's a bone to pick that I have with grocery store ice cream, which I just experienced on my vacation. So we went to go get groceries, so like lunch and stuff. When we had it there in the condo. So I went to go buy some ice cream, and of course there's two of us, me and Britt, and we love those Magnum bars. but they only put 3 in a box, and all the flavors. So it's like you have to get another box.
Yeah.
So it's like an even number.
Even numbers.
It
3 is
sucks.
that's like one sitting for me. I can't do
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly.
You're gonna have to
Well,
get
those,
like
those suckers are pricey.
Yeah,
They're like
I
$7
could crush
for
a
that.
three-piece by myself in one sitting. Yeah, that's for sure.
And have you seen where they have like the mini ones now too?
Yeah, what are we doing?
That's a tease.
That's-
That is a
that's-
tease. Get out of
What
here.
are we doing?
That's
What are we
like
doing?
what do they say? How many licks does it take to get to the bottom of a Tootsie Pop? It's like the same thing with Magnum. It's like 2 bites. We're done.
That's
3
it.
bites.
That's it. That's it. But guys, transitioning, and I don't know how to transition this without it sounding weird, but I do want to give
We're bad at this.
Yeah. Condolences. We had a death.
Oh,
Our boy
Oh, I saw that this
Frank
morning.
Fritz
Frank.
What?
I saw
passed
that
What?
this morning.
away yesterday. So American picker Frank Fritz passed away. Don't know what necessarily happened, but the news broke. Mike
Same
Wolf
day as
put
the
it on his
Kembe
Instagram.
Mutombo
And
right there.
And Pete
and-
Rose.
Yeah, and Pete Rose.
and Pete Rose.
wait,
and the
Pete
Kembe
Rose
Mutombo.
died?
Yeah.
Pete
Pete
Rose
Rose
was
died
signing
yesterday.
autographs in Nashville on Sunday, and he passed away on Monday.
Wow.
Wow. Well, I know Frank Fritz had a stroke recently,
Oh.
right? And he had like Crohn's disease and stuff. So I don't think he was in great health, but I didn't expect because how old is he?
They say he's like 60.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Mm.
Yeah, so here's the Music City Autograph and Collectible Show. I mean, Pete Rose was there signing autographs like the day before.
Wow.
So Pete Rose, look at that.
And Dikembe died yesterday too.
Mm-hmm.
hmm
Yep.
October's not a good month for this. Oof.
And it's only the
No,
first
no.
day.
Look at that. You could have gotten pictures with the cast of the Dukes of Hazzard.
Hell yeah.
How much does
I
that
don't know
cost?
what that is.
Dukes of Hazzard, the show.
What?
I think I've seen it like twice.
Daisy Dukes, that's where it comes from.
Well, I know about Daisy Dukes.
Yeah.
Well, that's where the term came
Because
I
of
don't know
her.
about
because of Daisy.
Sure.
She had short shorts on.
Shout out to Daisy.
Shout out to Daisy. That's another pump up song. Who's that girl with the Daisy Dukes on? Dun, 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 dun,
Oh
dun.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's my pump up song right there.
So what's everybody's, like we were talking about earlier, what's everybody's go-to ice cream then?
Oh, you mean I have to pick just one? No.
Yeah.
Like an ice cream
Yeah.
bar. Are you a big ice cream
Like-
person, Kristen?
Pardon?
Are you a big ice cream person?
I like ice cream, but I don't like anything with chocolate in it.
Oh, see
I
that's
love
that's
chocolate
odd.
candy bars are different than chocolate ice cream and chocolate cake, chocolate icing. Ooh.
It's gotta be
This is our coach,
buttercream.
right? This is our coach.
Right?
Well,
That's why we got a lot of white folks on our team.
I'm very vanilla. No, I like
I see why Joe gets the ball all the time now. It makes sense. Okay.
I like unusual things. So I like to run unusual plays, like a pistachio,
Ew.
Pistachio.
peppermint. Mm-hmm.
Peppermint?
Absolutely
As
not.
far as
Daiquiri ice.
flavor,
Remember? It's daiquiri ice. We did this. We drafted best
Oh,
ice
oh
cream.
yeah, that was a
right.
terrible choice, but yeah, I do remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
no, like
think-
cheesecake or like
Yeah, cookie dough. Sure. Yeah.
Cookie dough's good. I like
Yeah.
I like butter pecan.
Yeah.
yeah,
I like
praline,
banana flavored ice cream.
banana flavored.
Yeah, they have Chunky Monkey that Ben and Jerry's makes.
Oh.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh.
I get that every time.
Do you like banana flavored Laffy Taffy?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
A lot of people don't.
I do like
A lot of
that.
people
Dude, I
don't
love
like it.
I love a good banana.
So do
Laffy
I.
Taffy.
Some people don't. A lot of people don't though.
Yeah. I'm all about that.
My
snack.
wife was just screaming, "You haven't had a banana Laffy Taffy in 5 years. That doesn't mean I don't like it."
How does
Go
she
get
know?
it
By
some,
the way,
Brit.
Yeah.
she don't know what you. She don't know your life,
come in
right?
here and say hi for a sec. Oh, she just
That's
screaming
what-
hi.
He could be hiding him on the side, Britt. You don't know.
That's right. I could be sneaking him.
Sour apple Laffy Taffy is better than the
Get the
banana.
couch cushion.
So do I.
Britt.
That's my favorite one is the green apple.
Get the couch cushions. See if there's any wrappers
Yeah,
there.
exactly. So, great transition. Speaking of banana Laffy Taffies, bananas. I know we were talking about a little this on the podcast boys Marco Polo.
Mm-hmm.
the what do they call it? The longmen are going on strike today.
Oh,
The who?
The long, and they call longmen. What do they call
The
them? What are
Navy
their
Yard
jobs?
folks. The Navy Yard folks.
The the people that take off all the stuff on the shipyards and stuff.
Yeah.
So today's October 1st, and so they're going on strike. So if they don't get something settled, we're gonna see something go crazy. And they were saying on the news yesterday that 70% of our bananas come from the East Coast. Importer or whatever, and a bunch of other stuff. So, which could affect, reselling.
They should get it figured out. Yeah. So they want a 75% raise, and they're giving them a 50% raise or something like that. So they're close in the number. So hopefully they figure it out.
Yeah,
pretty soon. Yeah.
You used to live in Philadelphia. What is all that union stuff going? I mean, it's pretty intense, right?
Is Philadelphia the only union place in town? I don't know. I feel like there's more unions.
Dude, in the South, they're like
Detroit.
When I worked as a mover, there was one building that only hired union workers, and I was not allowed to do anything in that building. I was hired by a company to move them from that building. I wasn't allowed to touch a single thing because I wasn't union.
And you were you worked there as a mover?
No, I own my own moving company. So this was in the Philadelphia Convention Center. So where all the conventions are happening, right?
Oh, it's commercial.
So one of the people that were running the convention, they hired me to go and help them set up. So get their stuff from the truck, bring it to the building, set it all up, the whole thing. I brought it to the building, and they did not let me in because I wasn't union. Because all the union workers are in the convention center, and they had to do everything. So I was not allowed to touch one single thing. So it was interesting.
I think they ran into that issue at the big card show, the National in Cleveland, with about a bunch of the Teamsters, because a lot of people were bringing in a bunch of stuff and setting up a bunch of stuff, and they're like, you can't do it. You have to have a Teamster to do it because it's like the building was like unionized or whatever. So I've never had to experience anything like you, Paul, but like that. But it's interesting. It depends
on location too, because it's more intense in other places. I know that in Las Vegas on the Strip, it's more intense than other places in Vegas. Like with building and stuff. If you're building something, it has to be union on the Strip. But if you're building off the Strip or in Hendersonville or something, it's not as mandatory. In like if you're working waiting tables or something, you have to be union if you're on the Strip, but you don't have to be if you're in the surrounding suburbs and stuff. Chicago's bad, but
you think
it's all big cities. All big cities.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure Detroit's probably similar, right, Brandon?
I mean, they get like everything they want whenever they want, like they want to raise or whatever, because it's like the whole auto industry is there. So, but I don't know.
So I just wanted to bring that up because I know that if it gets bad, some of this stuff could go up and skyrocket in price, kind of like in 2020. Like if there's nothing coming in, then I feel like some of the stuff will. The supply chain. Talk about the supply chain.
All about the supply chain, man.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen those blue bananas?
Your aftermarket jerseys won't make it, Ray, because they're coming from.
They're already in the States. They're already in the States.
Oh, they're already
right
now.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. So.
What jerseys are those?
You weren't on the Flip U jerseys.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
So I got you one, Brendan. Number 1.
Appreciate
Big time
that.
Flips on the back. So I got to
That's
get
what
Paul
I'm talking
one.
about.
See, here's the thing though. Some of those jerseys, they got weird sizing, so hopefully they fit.
Yeah.
Just like the shirt Joe gave me, that's a youth small.
Yeah. Muscle shirt. What are you talking about?
I was like this. I couldn't even move my arms. I was like this, like the whole time.
Quit working out so much.
Did it have sleeves?
Yeah, it had sleeves, but it's like it was clearly for a child. Like I got the picture. Ray has the picture somewhere.
Yeah, I got it. I got it somewhere. But I did want to bring up this. Two things, and we'll get into this. I should like lead up the show with like the teasers that we can get into it, so people can watch. But if you're watching, make sure to subscribe. Make sure you like. We want to make sure that we get this out there to to everybody. Tell your grandma. Tell Betty down the street about this podcast. All the good stuff. But junk stock, we'll get into that because Kristen's there in Nebraska, Omaha. 2 weekends of junk stock, and then Joe just had a reseller meetup in Minnesota.
Picnic.
So a little picnic.
Paul, you just had a reseller meetup too. Didn't you go to one in Florida as well? Did you organize that?
Don't you do?
Yeah,
these?
we have one here twice a month though, so it's not like a big event.
Twice a month?
It was
Yeah,
just like a dinner
just
or
before-
something, right?
People in my county, yeah. We have so many. The group started with like 6 of us, and now there's like over 20 people in that group. All whatnot sellers from my county. So
That's awesome.
that's why we have 2 different meetups, because now we can make it to 1-to-1. So we have one. So we have one next week, and then we have one at the end of the month. It's just a simple get out to dinner, talk. We don't really do much reselling talk. It's just, hey, how are you?
Where do you go,
Talk,
Chili's?
you know. We went to Cheddar's last time, and then this
Great
time
Buffalo wrapper.
Yeah, we're going to the Cheesecake Factory this time.
So it's not necessarily like structured and you've got presentations. or
No,
anything.
it's just a meetup. We just hang out.
Paul with
We're-
presentations. Could you imagine, Kristen?
You think I have presentations?
Well,
You think
I
I'm
think
saying?
he'd be
Hey,
great if he would apply to be a boss. I think that would be
Hey.
cool.
Kristen, this is what happens at the meetup. Hey, what can I be on your next garage sale train? That's what happens at the meetup. Every single person comes up to me and asks me that question.
Well,
What about boss? How do I apply for that? Can I verbally apply right now? Hey, boss people, I want to be on a boss. Boom. Does that
There
work?
you go.
I don't think it goes like that.
Mm-mm.
I mean,
Which-
Paul,
bring
you
it-
know.
Okay, so Boss is in March, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
didn't I just hear that the Planes to Profit meetup is also in March?
Yeah, it's at the end of
I
March.
don't know.
It's at the end of March.
Is it really? I haven't seen anything about that yet. I've been
think
been
they-
busy. I haven't seen anything social at all.
So that's at the end of March, and then something else is in like
I thought yours was gonna be like in
Consignment chats. They're doing a meetup in September.
September, which I still want to do mine, but I got to
Yeah.
figure out what would be a good day to do, or what time of the year would be a good day. I was thinking of like beginning of May,
Well,
know
it's
that it
pretty
works
much the
for
same time as
everybody.
last time, right? Last time was end of April. Last weekend in April.
end of
right?
April,
So, yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
That was
because I want to make
perfect
sure
weather
that
for it.
everybody, has enough time and isn't too hard on everybody's wallets. Because I was debating about not doing it, and I brought it up to my wife when we were on vacation. I was like, hey, I kind of would want to do it, but don't want to do it. She's like, I think you should do it. And I'm like, okay, let's do it.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was. It's up to you though, man.
Yeah, but I think, it'll be a little better situation this time. So
Yeah.
I think
I
it'll be
feel
way,
like it
way
was-
better.
Besides
You'll
the
find-
way from Monell's, it was great.
Yeah.
We'll fix
that was a
we'll
lot.
fix it. We'll structure everything. We'll structure
I
everything way better.
think that
I want to get
I
a
just liked how laid back yours was. That's the best part about
Yeah.
any meetup.
Yeah.
Just I hate saying that you have to be here for this.
Mhm.
Yours was like a kind of
there'll
like
be
pick and
less of
choose.
that though, for
Yeah.
sure. And then more of like the Saturday will be like the garage sale day, and then once everybody gets, we can all I was thinking, Paul, after garage sale day, we can all have lunch at that place that I took you to with the good cake.
That was a good cake.
Because she said that I did talk to the
Is
lady
my
there, and we
pin
can
still
rent it
there?
out.
You had my
that?
attention on cake.
Yeah. What, Kate?
If the flag is still on Clearwater, then yes. If they moved my
All right.
pin, then no, we can't go there.
Okay,
The pin
well, I'll,
better
I'll
go
check
there.
in with them. It's called Chef's Market. It was right across the street from the hotel, next to the Mexican restaurant that was there, Kristen.
Oh, yeah, that
it
was
was
good.
It was good brisket and it was good cake. Yeah.
Is it down the street from the Five Daughters Bakery?
No, it's right across the street
No,
from,
no, it's where the hotel was.
Oh, okay.
So-
like where the hotel is.
Remember when we went to get Margs on Friday, Kristen? Were you there
Oh,
when we
yeah.
went to get Margs? It's in the same
Shopping center
Plaza.
or
Okay, yeah.
plaza.
We
So
can
I
do
think that
whatever
would
you
be
guys
good.
want to, as long as at some point we get to go eat those donuts
We'll
from
eat some
$5. 'cause
donuts.
Dude, I was so full eating those things.
Donuts
So
were
good.
Some good
And
donuts.
I want to be able to find a spot also to if they have like a ballroom that we can do stuff in the like the meet and greet there, so people can
Oh.
sit down and like that could be
Yeah.
like the
Mhm.
The
big
tables.
yeah, maybe like in the beginning and then at the end. And at the end can be like an event like you know like how FlipCon did it and there was like a dress up day or something
Yeah.
fun. Maybe Joe
Flipper
can
Flipper had a
have a
dress
game
up
show.
day.
I mean, we could just meet up at Waffle
Yeah,
House.
we dressed up as it was like 80s day or whatever.
Oh,
We did
like a
Hawaiian
costume
shirts the
day. That
first
wasn't a
year.
dress
Yeah.
up day. That wasn't
Yeah.
a dress up day. I wore a
First year
black
was Hawaiian
t-shirt
shirts,
and
and
put
then
a Wayne's World shirt on. That's what I did.
Boss
Wayne's
did
World.
prom, and they had
Mhm.
something the year before too, where they dressed. Did they dress up 80s day? Maybe they did.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do a
Day.
cowboy day.
Oh, Obvi. Yes.
Avi, Joe. Joe, where's your
Put my
hair?
hat on backwards. I could put my hat on
Where's
backwards
my-
again.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do. Like,
Where's your hair?
all you gotta do.
Where's your hair? Your Keith Urban.
What's
Hair.
your hair,
Oh.
Joe?
Joe is gonna go as Keith Urban.
Do you have it close?
I forgot to ask about that.
Is it close?
What's that?
Is it close?
We got to get him a concert.
Go get it. Go
No.
get it.
Go get it.
Go
Go get it. Go get it.
You
Hold
have
on,
to
I
go
got-
get it.
But also, there's probably a little something that we did a video for that's supposed to come out
Oh.
October.
I thought you guys were done doing
Go
this.
back
Though.
and try and find it. But Bill, if you watch us, you'll see it or whatever. All right.
Okay. Cool.
Give me a minute. Hold on.
All right.
When you asked Joe, "Where's your hair?" I thought you meant like, "Why is he bald?" It was gonna be a whole.
Where you're like, dang, Ray, you're rude.
I was like, "That's mean."
Yeah,
I was like,
so mean.
That's a
It's like
mean
I
to
know
bring
Ray's
that up
mean
on you.
sometimes, but this is unexpected. Yeah.
We know you guys like rib each other, but come on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Extreme.
Paul, if you have been keeping up with the Marco Polos, you would be aware of the situations.
I think you've deleted it from your phone, haven't you?
I sent like 3 this morning, Kristen.
How many different groups are you guys
No,
in?
you didn't. Not to us. You didn't.
Yes, I
He
did.
did. He did.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not this morning. It was just like an hour. It was like an hour ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I was busy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ken came to me and said, "Hey, Paul, we missed you in this group. It would be great if you pop in." So I popped in, gave you guys a tour of the new car, show you my
yeah.
Oh
Halloween
yeah. Can we
stuff.
bring? There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
You need a guitar with that.
I like to go to.
I did not think Joe could get any uglier.
Oh,
I was wrong.
Wow.
Dude, it looks like it fits. It's like
Emotional
his hair.
damage.
I think it looks good.
I think it looks
No.
like your hair.
Stop lying to the guys. What are you guys
No,
lying
give us a
about?
little. Look at that, dude.
It does.
If you
look
walk
like
down
your-
the street, people would think it was your
I mean,
hair.
it's not like it doesn't matter. Yeah, I could.
Let's put some highlights on it. You'll be all right.
What are you talking about? Look at those nice highlights in there.
Are they? You look gorgeous.
I think he looks fantastic, Paul. Don't hate on my man Joe's hair like that. Look at him.
I mean, just think these people that are doing a podcast are not even going to know what they're missing.
Yeah,
Swoop
so
is
come over to
fine.
the YouTube. Yeah, give us
Yeah,
a little
right.
Bieber swoop to the side.
I haven't had hair forever. I don't know how that works anymore.
If he
Gotta
does that, like,
shake it off.
There you go.
flip all the way off.
I don't know.
Oh,
It's good.
my man's
Perfect.
having a
You
seizure
did it.
over
You
here.
did it. You did it. You did it.
So, Joe, tell us
Yes.
about your picnic.
We had a picnic in our town, and we had about 8, 9 people show up.
That's pretty good.
And we asked people, do you want to meet at a Bins or would you rather do a picnic or something like that
Yeah.
and talk reselling? And people are like, we can go thrifting all the time. Let's just
That's a good
Oh,
idea.
that's
Right,
nice.
yeah.
hang out, and talk reselling stuff that way. And then we brought the giant Plinko board and did some prizes for that. But yeah, we had somebody drive 3.5 hours.
Wow,
Wow.
who was that?
Sheesh.
Her name is Shallon and her husband Rich. They live way up in Duluth, which for us, like I said, 3.5 hours away. And then, yeah, they like to do storage units and stuff. So I got to pick their brain on doing storage units, and Then I met our biggest fan, Dave, who's flipping out with Dave is his Instagram. So
Flipping
go
out with
follow
Dave,
him.
yeah. Shout out to
Yep.
Flipping Out with Dave. Was one of the first commenters on the Flip You Yetis football week 1, and he said he wanted to be the punter. So he's in the punter. He's a punter now.
Did you take my consideration for who the kicker should be, Ray? Did we take my consideration into that?
I did, but
Ooh.
the honor goes to another person that commented, and that was Wes,
Okay.
our friend Wes with Slim Flipper.
Mm.
Okay.
So he's the punter.
Okay.
So
I feel like
but yes,
my
I did
suggestion was
put in
better,
consideration
My suggestion was
on
better.
your thing.
But-
And Kristen's over here sending Marco Polos to the.
That's what I was looking at. I was like, what?
I'm like, what are you sending?
Yeah,
Hey,
right?
so if I want to go watch the Flip You stuff, where do I go see all this? Where is this
On
Nashville
happening?
Flipper.
On Nashville
The
Flippers
Nashville
on
Flipper
YouTube.
Yeah.
page. Yeah.
See
The
those two-
Nashville Flipper that is about like
Are they
300 away from
playing?
10,000.
Oh, 'cause
You
I
should
saw
know.
where- I mean, I saw the lineup, but are they playing actual games? Am I missing that
Yes.
part?
The first,
We're
the
one of
first
those.
game.
Mhm.
You're there. Or
Yes.
1-0. Everybody on this panel besides Ray has a touchdown.
I got two.
Yeah.
I had two
That is
nasty
true.
picks. Nasty
So-
picks.
They're
Oh,
legally
okay.
robbing you.
Legally
And it's
robbing
happening
you.
every
Legally
time
robbing
you pay for car
Every
insurance.
time.
Of the university Flip You. Oh,
Yetis.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, there's the game.
The give to the back.
there's TJ
There's
Lovelady.
TJ getting the ball.
Did this just come out then?
Try to keep
Like a
this
couple months ago.
I think last
3 days
week.
ago.
Come on.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you meant the
But,
game. They meant the game.
really nice
Brendan has a
patient
crazy.
job
Let's see if I can
to
find your
the
print,
right
Joe.
by
This
this
is you,
lead.
right here,
Other
with the
touchdown.
Heisman pose. Oh, that's TJ's touchdown.
Joe, I gotta see you do the Heisman in real life.
It's your job to stop me or
The Heisman.
Yeah, I gotta see you do the Heisman pose in real life.
Ken
gotta
had a
get a
fumble
touchdown
the first play of the game.
First
Oh, wait, I
drive,
did
Ken
get a
fumbled
touchdown.
it. And I was like, here we go. Here we go. This is going to be one of those games from Ken.
So I was debating about doing this series the way that I'm doing it, or actually like editing it and doing like a voiceover, so it's more like story based driven. But I was like, man, I don't got time for that. So
No,
I'm
it's
just
good how you
playing
do
the-
it. Like how
playing
you
the
do it.
game and like talking over. it.
Yeah, that was gonna.
You could
yeah.
do like Friday Night Lights, only we're all characters in it, and create a whole
Yeah.
new series.
Exactly.
You.
Some people do that. They have like tons of followers, and they're like they follow like the person that got drafted into the NFL, and it's like a whole thing.
Mhm.
So, yeah. But shout out to Flipping Out with Dave, our newest punter
Yep.
for the Flip You Yetis. So,
Uh,
how's Dave?
We
he
don't
always
punt
comments.
much. We don't
What?
punt much, so you might not see him too much because
True,
we're that
facts.
good.
Well,
We
like,
don't.
When we do punt.
We don't promise.
Remember that rip that Pat McAfee did on you guys, Ray, when the draft was in your Nashville? I guess you
Yeah,
don't
maybe not.
remember.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, Pat McAfee. I didn't hear what you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, there was
When
there
you
was a
do
draft.
this- When you do
Go
this,
ahead,
do you
Chris.
get to like create a band that also comes and does the field? And do you have like
They're already out
cheerleaders
there.
and the
I
whole
wish
thing?
I could.
That'd be dope.
it's not that
That would be
detailed.
dope.
It's not.
Wow.
It's not that deep, Kristen. It's not that deep.
I mean,
I'd
to
wanna
what
be
it is
that.
now, it's still pretty deep, but that would. I mean, we
That would
created
be-
the field,
that'd-
Kristen. You know.
I know you like did a lot of personal touches to it, but I
Yeah.
wondered how if you could add like a cheer squad and
Yeah.
a whole band.
That would be
because
dope.
That'd
You
be cool.
could get a whole
Yeah.
bunch of people involved, and that would be
Yeah.
fun.
I'd want to
Yeah,
be
that'd
on the
be fun.
band. I want to be
Shout
on
out
the band and
to
a team.
shout out to My Reseller Genie, the sponsors of the Flip You Yetis. My Reseller Genie Field.
Mhm.
Use the code Nashville Flippers for 15% off your first
Yes.
month. So,
That's fun.
yeah. So, Kristen, Junk Stock, tell us about it. I know that
Oh.
you were a little on edge a little bit because you had to move to a new spot and you were like stressing out a little bit. So, how did that work
Yeah,
out?
I
Tell
think
us what Junk Stock is first of all,
Okay.
and then tell us
So,
like how it's going.
I'm in Omaha. That's why I'm not like at my place. We're at an Airbnb in between weeks. So it's Junkstock is like a fall festival in Omaha, Nebraska, and they are like Midwest Living's top 10 best fall festivals in the country.
What
so
is
it's-
Midwest Living? Is that a magazine?
It's a magazine. Yeah, and they do like they keep up with all the trends and stuff about decorating and whatever, and fall festivals apparently. So I've been going to this since like 2013. I did it, and then we took a break, and then did it, I think 2018 through today, like through this year. So we've been in the same spot since then. So like everybody knows where to come and get stuff from me. But this year we got moved, which was actually really great. So you just, when you get ready for even like doing a card show or, you know, setting up at a flea market, you think about what it's going to be like and how people are going to walk through it. And you just want to maximize your space while you're there. So I was stressing about it, but it's actually worked out really great. It's hot, so it's not necessarily flannel weather, and we haven't been selling tons of flannels. But
I was gonna ask, how many did you end up bringing?
how many flannels?
Yeah.
I had about 1,100 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So one Joe.
Wow.
Also had boots, denim jackets.
That's when I'm holding
so
on my
boots.
money, I'm thinking is what you're talking about, right?
How do you know how much pounds you have?
Because I buy things by the pound. I don't buy.
But like you keep up. I don't understand like how you would know.
I have receipts.
Okay.
You got to
So
keep
you just
receipts from where you get your stuff. You know.
Well,
So-
I know that, but I didn't know there was like other stuff mixed into.
no, I get everything by the pound.
I think I broke Brendan. I thought that didn't broke it.
No, it's really hard to carry on a conversation with you people. It's almost over,
it's a
though.
low blow.
But you're not doing it like every day. It's just the weekends, right?
Just the weekend, so we got a break in between. Yeah,
So
we
what
get to
y'all
go
do?
see all the fun things there is to do in Omaha.
Are you doing content while there?
Is
Yes. Oh, yeah. Well, this afternoon, I got invited to go to. They messaged me and they want me to come and do video at an Amazon bin, new Amazon bin return store.
Nice.
So we're going to
Today?
do that. Yeah, later today we're going to go do that.
That's all. What's the name of the bin store?
It's bargains for you or deals for you.
What's the
Deals for
price?
you. It's in
What's
Fremont.
the price?
Today's dollar day. So they're like, oh, it's going to be
Oh.
crazy. So
Because you really don't source those places, do you? Like,
I don't have any of those places. So when we
Yeah.
lived in Colorado, it was way over on the other side of town. It took an hour to get there, but it was
Oh.
closer to go to the bins. And then where I live now, I have to go like an hour and a
Yeah,
half
yeah.
to get to it. So
mhm.
I'd rather go to the bins, to the Goodwill outlet.
Yeah.
It's a
And
little
those
better.
boxes are annoying because we can't
Mhm.
open them when you're
Mhm.
so you don't know what's in it. I don't like that. I
See,
want
I
to
like
see
it
it
either.
and decide immediately. Nope, don't want that.
I
Nope,
know
don't.
that the only way that you can know it to check that is if you download the Amazon
Yeah, and scan those.
and scan the code, and you'll know what's in it. But still, it's like
Sometimes those barcodes don't work because if they take returns from like Target and like other
Yeah,
places,
exactly.
then it doesn't work.
well, Amazon has their particular bar. You can tell what if anybody's
Yeah,
ever purchased.
and
anything.
sometimes those don't work either.
See, the ones I used to have is like they didn't have boxes. They just had like everything out in the open, like in the bins, and then you could see it, but you had to like get in line and then you like run to go to the bins. It wasn't like you had to unbox anything.
Yeah,
But,
they
but
get
we don't have it anymore, so
I
That's why
think more
I
crazy
do
at the bins than they do at the Goodwill outlet when a new rotation
Mm-hmm.
comes out. It gets crazy.
they used to have it with where I don't even know. They closed down like a year ago, but they would have it like I'd follow their pages and they'd have like somewhere on the bins it'd say is an Apple Watch and you get it and like the first day would be like $6. So if you find it, you get
Yeah, but there'd only be like one.
yeah, there'd be one. Yeah, they wouldn't be like all. Yeah, I mean, so like, but if you got it, that's money. But
Yeah,
you
no.
know.
Paul, do you even have one of those near you?
I'm sure there's a lot of them in Florida.
Yeah,
So does everything.
there's two. I haven't gone on any of the restock days, so I don't know how good they are on restock days. But I went on like one on a $5 day, and it was junk. And I went one on $2 day, different one on $2 day, and it was even more junk. So,
Mhm.
but it was also like all those. So this one lets you open the boxes, but it's all in that boxes. So you have to just like open everything
Yeah.
and see what's in there. So
What about
by the time
dollar
you
day?
go on a $5 day, there's just like ripped open boxes everywhere, and there's just junk and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Nah,
You
hey,
don't listen to that.
props to you guys who can source that way. That's just not my
Yeah.
go. I know Ray does and he crushes it. So, but then
I wish I still had one, man.
It's
'cause
drying up though. It's drying up.
Yeah.
The good
Well,
ones.
I'm
are-
excited to go see how this one is on Dollar Day because I think they're fun because I like to dig like that, but I don't normally source that way.
Right.
I know when we went to Prison to Profits, I don't think any of you guys, Brendan, were you there? Prison to
No,
Profits? Probably not.
I-
Yeah. When we were there for his convention, they opened one just for us. It was a Bins Day just for us. They restocked it just for us, and still there was like nothing there to be found. It was just
Wow.
our
Oh,
people.
really?
It got restocked, and it was just legit all junk. And I'm like,
I
okay,
know
this is
Angie.
not what I want to do.
Angie of Angie Resells, she used to has sourced there before, and she finds some incredibly great stuff in there. But she'll buy just an unmarked empty box, not empty box, but unmarked, unlabeled box, and scores every time. I don't know how she's got more faith in that than I do. To me, it's like buying a grab bag. It's something somebody didn't want in the first place. So I want to know what I'm getting.
I was gonna say, mine. I'd like even with $6 day, the first day, I'd still find like consistently like items that were like over $100 on eBay all the time,
Nice.
like all day long. But
What's eBay?
Right?
Some
Just
site
a whatnot.
you saw garbage on. But the only downside. This is the only downside of that store. They'd be getting in stuff like nobody's gonna take back, like returned sex toys. It's like who's picking that up? Who's really gonna like? And then it opens and all that.
If it's new, it's money.
Joe.
Yeah.
If it's new, it's money.
Yeah.
But you got to be a certain kind of person.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. And that person's not me. So
That person is Joe.
Did I not ever tell you my sex
I'll mail it to you, Paul.
toy story?
Mm-mm.
No.
So
please share though.
There's a bin
Please elaborate.
There's a bin store in Antioch, Tennessee, which is south of us, right? It's a great bin store. It's called Bin Day in Antioch, Tennessee. So one day, I thought it was a massage, like legit, like one of those like wand massagers that you put on your neck and you like press down. And so I saw it in the box. I threw it in my bag. I threw it in my IKEA bag. And then I go and check out my stuff because that's what you do in these stores. You just go, anything that you think is valuable, you just throw it in your cart, you throw it in your bag, and once you're done digging, then you start going through it, checking the comps,
Edit
make sure
and purge. Yeah.
that it's there. So I pull out what I thought was a massager, right? And this thing you have to like plug in to the wall.
It's
You know what I mean?
powered by car batteries.
You know? So that's why I thought
it's a heavy duty one, huh?
that's why I thought it was
voltage.
that's why I thought it was a neck massager, right? And so we're, Dustin's there, and my other brother-in-law Tim is there. Kristen. So my other brother-in-law Tim is there, and I pull it out, and we're all giggling like a bunch of high school boys, and we're like, and we're like, and then this random lady comes up, and she's like, "Oh, are you gonna buy that?" I'm like, "No," and she's like, "Can I have it?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "Yeah, my neck has been hurting and my back's been hurting. It's gonna be like really good."
My neck has been hurting.
And I'm like, "You know what this is, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's a back massager." And I'm like, "Sweetheart, this is not a back massager."
You can probably use it for her back.
And I said, and she's like, or do you want it? Or she says, "Do you want it?" I'm like, "No, you can have it." And we're all giggling. We're like, she knew what that was.
Yeah,
She knew what it was.
Oh yeah.
Dude, you had to plug it into the wall. Like 3-prong plug.
Okay.
It's
You
mean,
don't want to blow
everybody
out
in
fuse
time.
using it, man. Okay, you could blow
I
a
have
fuse
a
up.
story from the Goodwill bins.
let's hear it.
Oh, you see that stuff all the time at the bins.
At the
You know what?
Goodwill bins?
I've never found anything like that at the bins ever.
People
So-
donate that stuff?
Well, this is the
It
thing.
ends up there.
Right. I was,
You
bored.
clean out grandma's house, you get rid of everything, and
That's
it's
true.
Ah,
Grandma was a freak.
Ah,
Yeah,
For grandma, let's just put it that
Kid
way.
show.
Yes.
yeah,
Wait,
it's
we
a kid
have
show.
explicit, at the
Explicit,
beginning.
yeah, we'll put an X.
So, just bored
when-
because David rolled out anything new, and I was opening a backpack, and I looked, what is that? I'm like,
In the backpack.
in the backpack.
Travels.
Besides the, do you want me to? I mean, we have an idea what it is, right?
Was it like a light? Was it like a butt?
Was it
Or
a
like-
back massager? Was it a back
It wasn't a
massager?
Yeah,
back massager.
yeah.
Oh.
So-
Was it rubber? Do you have to plug it in?
It was like
Silicone.
How many
Silicone.
D batteries did it take?
It didn't take any batteries.
Okay,
Oh,
so
there.
it's
Oh no!
Gotcha. All right.
But here's the thing.
How many inches we talking here, Joe? How many inches we talking?
No, you guys. No.
Oh man!
The other way, Paul.
You're talking
Oh,
for the
it's-
guys
it's-
to enjoy.
it's
The
hole,
other
it's
way.
the hole.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you.
The
other
I
way,
got
the
you.
other
Yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
It's the
But-
donut. Okay, it's the donut.
Yes.
Gotcha.
The worst thing was the kid's ID was still in the backpack.
Oh no!
I wanted to take it, and I showed Nicole, and she was like, "What is this?" And then finally, she's like, "Oh my god!" And I'm not touched. Just as I opened the bag and I looked, but I'm like, I should take this home and then send it back to the kid's house.
Let's just drop it
Oh,
on
it was
his
the kid.
I have his address.
Knock
His
on-
ID.
knock on the door, drop it off.
Backpack.
Yeah.
Mm.
How old was the kid?
You forgot something.
17 maybe. I think.
I wonder where he got that thing. That thing probably has been going around for a while. You know,
You don't know
And
how
his
many people have been in
buddies.
that hole.
True.
I'll have a present for you. I'm going to send it to you here in a week or so.
Can we go back to talking about the ice cream for a second?
I don't get on this topic, by the way. I don't know.
the
Because
bins.
I brought it up that I found this stuff at the return
Oh.
store,
Yeah.
and like in like the one I found, there was like 3 or 4 of them. They were the same thing, and you could like attach it to the wall and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, who needs to get this extreme? Like, and the thing was like it was new. It was like $130, but there was none sold, so I didn't pick it up. But
I'm sure somebody would buy
crazy.
it.
that's the last thing I need to laying around my house is
And they sell that stuff on Whatnot, Paul?
I think
I
they
don't
can.
think
I
so.
think you can. You don't think you?
Maybe
You don't
in the
think so?
future they'll put that
It's a back
category.
massager, though.
Yeah. In the
So-
future, they might do it, but it's gonna be kind of hard with like clearances and stuff. Same thing with like, as with like alcohol and all that stuff. It's be kind of hard to know the age of people that are buying it.
Yeah,
To
true.
That's
justify
true.
selling
Good
it,
point.
I think.
I was the last Shopahala show that you had, Paul, that I was in. I was gonna bring a slingshot that I found at the Goodwill bins, and it's an intense slingshot. And I'm like, I don't think I should put this in here in case I get in trouble, because it's considered. I don't know if it's considered like a weapon or whatnot, but I know that Pat D's got in trouble for selling like pepper spray on his show, and he got suspended for like a week on
For selling what?
Pepper
Pepper
spray.
spray.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I
Someone,
mean,
someone
Pepper
reported
spray is
him
much
selling
more of a
pepper spray.
weapon than
than a
like,
slingshot.
you could sell knives. I sell knives all the time.
Okay,
So
Some platforms won't let you, so I didn't
I
try.
sell kitchen knives. I sell pocket knives. I sell all that stuff. There's a knife category. There's a hunting category and whatnot. That's knives and all that stuff right there.
gotcha. Well, I felt I'm like, man, I don't know, because I don't want to, because it's one of those slingshots where it's got like you hold it, and it's got this thing for the wrist, so it's like really secure.
I had one
Yeah,
of those
like
when I was a kid.
it's got like magnets right here, so you can put like little BBs and stuff, so you can just.
No,
like,
you
ready
would have
to
been
go.
fine to bring that. You would have been fine.
It's
Well,
like in
I
it's like in Big Daddy when he comes in and all the seagull or the birds are dead on the porch. Remember
I haven't seen that. I haven't watched that movie in a hot minute.
Is it an Adam Sandler movie?
yeah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, no.
You don't like Adam Sandler?
No,
Who's your
Yeah, she doesn't
favorite
like happiness.
comedian?
Comedian?
Kristen? Yeah.
Or comedian actor.
George Carlin was really good, but he's gone. I don't know. I like a lot of stuff
like
like that.
Will
I just don't
Ferrell?
like Adam Sandler.
Will Ferrell.
Will
You
Ferrell's
better not say
okay.
Will Ferrell.
He's
Will
okay.
Ferrell is Adam Sandler wannabe. That's what Will Ferrell.
Yeah,
is.
I don't like. I know that a lot of people in Hollywood kind of like him and stuff, and I'm sure he's a great guy. I just
Who?
his Adam Sandler, his goofy little voice, it just drives me absolutely bonkers.
You would hate the movie Leo on Netflix.
Yeah, I don't love.
Oh,
that.
Leo's a good. Is that the one you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Oh, is that the one with the turtle? Is he a turtle?
Yeah.
with an iguana.
There she is.
Hey,
There.
I always forget. Hi.
Hey.
I'm loving the get some more girl energy. I love it.
Oh, got
Why do you
him.
need to go
She
to
got him so
Home
good.
Depot?
I need to.
Give me like 10 minutes.
You want to come with me?
No,
No.
no, not yet. All right. Sorry, guys.
Did you
We're
just
back.
turn down a trip to Home Depot?
I don't want to go right now. I'm doing
Taking
this.
your man card. Man card gone.
Yeah,
Man.
right.
Dude, I'm not that guy. I told you, I'm not that
never
guy.
take
I
down a
think we've
trip to
had
Home
this
Depot,
conversation.
man. You never know what you're gonna need, man, from Home Depot. You always
Dude,
see
Best
us.
Buy-
I'm not that guy.
Home
I
Depot.
prefer. I like to go to Home Depot, but I
Yeah.
prefer Menards over Home Depot.
We don't
I
have
don't have a
Menards here.
Menards.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
we-
You and your
I'm not-
You have a
Midwest
Menards?
nerds.
Menards is in other towns. I have a Home Depot.
Don't they sell like regular stuff there too, right?
Dude, they sell groceries now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Menards?
Like Pokemon
Yeah,
cards and
They sell
stuff
milk.
like that.
They sell like cereal. Like because they were
So,
trying to
here's
get more.
why I think. Here's my theory on that is because they put everything on a rebate, so you have to fill out these rebate cards and send it in, and then you get these cards back, and you have to buy stuff with the rebate. But sometimes you don't always like need a whole bunch of plumbing supplies or whatever, so you just go and use the rebate card to go buy whatever, and you just get groceries.
Oh,
buy
This is
Wait,
what I
so
think.
you can go buy like a 2x4 and a gallon of milk in the same place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's pretty dope.
I heard that
Yeah.
they were doing that because they were trying to get more like appeal to women, like because the other ones weren't doing that, like the other box stores, and like that's why they got a lot of stuff in there. You could like get groceries in there and then get like a sledgehammer that you need or something like that. But yeah, they got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, they got like frozen food and things.
Mhm.
Interesting.
I know
Don't
that
have
a
that
lot
here.
of people get their Pokemon cards at Menards. 'Cause that's like
Oh,
the
really?
sleeping, like that's like a sleeper store where you can go and get stuff, like
I
Hobby
will go.
Lobby, and like other places like that. It's like sleeper
Yeah, I
places.
never
to
think
get
about
sports
that.
cards.
I don't look at that
Right.
stuff when I'm at
I
Menards.
found like a storage unit guy yesterday selling Pokemon slabs that he knew nothing about, but I got there so late. I was so upset. He's doing PSA slabs. Well, I was just like scrolling and I found him. He's doing PSA slabs starting at $1 sudden death on like
Wow.
10 seconds. And
Oh,
PS
you mean
just-
on Whatnot, not like you were
Whatnot.
at the storage unit.
No. He
Oh,
was at the,
yeah, okay.
he was on Whatnot. And by the time I got there, he already sold like 42 of them. I only got one. Like, I
Oh,
was,
wow.
yeah, but
Did
I was
you-
looking at
did
his
you have- you
solds,
had
and
it
they were all
anymore?
like $8, $10, $6, $7
Oh
for
my gosh.
PSA slabs. I got like a Pikachu tag team or something for $8, PSA 9. So
When you go to
That's
those
awesome.
and you guys watch everybody open up the where they rip it or don't, how many does most everybody want you to open them? Does anybody just say, no, don't touch it, I just want you to send it the way it is? Most people open them, don't they?
Most people say rip because it's part of the fun, and
Yeah.
you're paying a premium for your product because you can go to the store and buy a pack for much cheaper than you're going to pay for
Yeah.
on the guy's Whatnot show. So the reason why most people say rip is because you're paying for the entertainment, and there's people in the room, and if you get a big hit, you want it to be celebrated by everybody else in the room. You want to see people
Yeah.
else enjoying
Like Nicole.
your big hit, like
Yeah.
Nicole,
And
when
you-
she got
and
the
your
God
brother.
pack.
Even with the
from
vintage
Red.
ones though, or the older ones, isn't it more collectible to have them like sealed if they're the old ones?
Well, that's why you weigh them.
Well,
You
it
can weigh
depends
the old
what
ones.
If you pull a Charizard, you much rather have a first edition base set Charizard than a first edition pack. But it's just like there's like when you do a rip of the vintage ones, you want like maybe 2 or 3 cards. The rest of the cards are not going to be worth the money that you're ripping. So if you're doing like the base set, you want maybe the 3 starters, they'll get your money back, but you're really just going for a Charizard. So in that case, the pack will be worth more if you keep it sealed. But there's always that what if,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's other vintage packs that are just as expensive, if not more than.
Like a Skyridge. I want to get into Skyridge, the expedition ones, but they're like
All those e-reader
insane.
cards.
Yeah.
But at some point, those packs are going to be so rare because everyone's opening them.
Yep.
Right. That's what I'm
and
saying.
so down the road, it's like, man, like right now, I got the Gary V signed V Friends that I got off of his
That's gonna
Whatnot.
Yeah.
You got it from his Whatnot? How much did you pay for that?
How much was it, Joe? Like 40, 30?
35, 40, something
Yeah.
like that.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
And he signed it.
That's a
He
bit more
signed
than that.
Did you get those other cards I sent you, Ray, that are the reseller cards?
No.
Didn't I send you some reseller cards?
Maybe.
So, so the guy that's My Boring Reseller Life, he's
Oh,
doing.
yes, you did. You did.
Yeah, he's doing different series of them. Like he's got some people that are inspired by these particular cards that he's doing, which I think is kind of cool. But they're reseller cards. They won't be Gary V worth anything, but they're cool.
Yeah, they're
I don't know, man. If it's a first edition Joe with the wig, that's worth something.
Dude, I'd kill for that. I'd kill for that card.
That's probably a 101 though, man. There's probably not that many of those that go running around.
Holographic, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So what do you guys got going on this week? Anything besides Kristen's junk
Living the
stop
life out
weekend
here.
too?
Yeah.
I'm doing a private pick here in about an hour.
Oh yeah, that's why we gotta get off. So we
No,
gotta
we're
make
good.
sure that Joe's.
We're good for a while still.
We're good.
I don't know
We're
why. I mean, you got to go to Home Depot, but
Yeah, I gotta go home too.
Yeah.
But
I gotta pre-clean my house before the house cleaner gets here. That's what I gotta do.
You do that? Why do you
Yeah.
have her if you
Yeah,
pre-clean?
exactly.
Because I don't want her to come in here and see cans everywhere. I gotta
So
clean
you
the
pick
cans.
up. You don't clean.
No,
You just
I
pick up.
pre-clean. I pre-clean. I make it look like
Pick
somebody
up.
lives here. Now it's like it's a mess. And then she does the rest. but I pre-clean. And as far as
Okay.
go with stuff going on, I got a challenge happen in October, guys. By the time this comes out, it'll be probably. I'm coming back to YouTube, by the way. All the guys who missed me on YouTube. I'm coming
you already
back to
have.
YouTube.
You already.
I didn't know you were gone.
I didn't know
Yeah,
you.
I was gone for like 3 weeks, and people lost their mind. They thought I died or something.
Grandma
but-
Noodles messaged me several times, wondering
so-
what happened to you, if you're okay.
I mean, if they knew you were on whatnot 18 hours a day, they would,
Chris,
they wouldn't
and
just-
I live stream some of the whatnots too.
number.
That's what I'll do. I'll just give
Uh,
Grandma Noodles your number, and that way she
yeah.
can message you instead.
check in every day, every hour.
So those guys don't know because of the hurricane, my car got destroyed, or not destroyed. I got water
Yeah.
in my car, and my car doesn't drive. So I bought a new car yesterday, and so I want to pay it off by the end of the month. So today's October 1st. By the end of the month, I want to pay off the car, which is $12,000. So
Wow.
I'm doing a whole challenge in the month of October, whatnots with YouTube, with local pickups, and I'm going to document the whole thing and see if we can get to $12,000 profit. So now I make $12,000. That's minus my cost of goods, minus shipping supplies, minus paying my employee, making $12,000 in a month, and then see if it's possible. So
Way to go.
a lot of whatnot shows, a lot of listing on YouTube, on eBay, and all the other stuff. Yeah,
It wasn't your Jeep that got ruined, was it?
it was.
Oh, man.
So did you just your car? You didn't have water in your house or anything else?
I had water in my garage, but I picked up. There's some people out there that live in flood zones here that resell, and they left all their stuff on the floor. I don't know how you live in a flood zone and you do that. So it wasn't going to come to me, but I figured water might still get in somewhere. So I put everything at least 6 feet or higher, all the stuff that I care about. But I had shipping supplies and paper and boxes and bubble wrap, and so the bubble wrap is out hanging in the backyard. we're gonna reuse
Sticking
that.
across your pool screen.
Oh yeah.
The paper and the boxes, they all got destroyed. So thankfully, it was just shipping supplies that got ruined. It was like maybe $60, $80 in shipping supplies. With the water got into my garage, and everything else was good. My neighbor's gate flew open, and it was in the middle of the street. So that was fun. But for me, the only thing was somehow I got water in my car. I don't know how, but in the future, I'm gonna make some space in the garage and drive the car in the garage, and hopefully it's gonna be fine there. So
Did you leave your windows down?
I did, yeah, in the middle of a hurricane. I don't leave my windows down. No, the crazy part is I opened my hood. I propped open the hood and just opened every valve in my hood so that the water could get in. That's actually what I did.
And then,
Yeah.
and then open the valve on the bottom. So just
Good thinking. Good job.
I figure could use a nice cleanse. Joe. I open all the holes, everything gets cleaned out. It's like a colon broom for my car. It's,
Your
it's,
car.
we get a nice clean start, and we're good to go.
Left your
Terrible
computer in the car. Yeah.
That's like Joe going through the car wash. It goes windows down only.
Gotta clean the inside.
Joe gets a free shower.
You gotta wash that luscious hair. That's
Just
right.
loofah with him.
Yeah. So the Jeep is gone, but I got a Navigator, Brendan. I bought a Lincoln
Oh,
Navigator.
okay, nice.
No more rubber ducks for Paul.
Joe called it an Escalade for some reason. He thought it was an Escalade, but it's a
No,
Navigator.
Looks nice.
Different.
It does look nice.
The Jeep is gone, but not forgotten.
The Jeep is technically still not gone. I'm going to try to sell it.
Oh, okay.
But
So
they
was that
want.
the first time you'd lived or like been through a hurricane there, or you were through Ian, right?
No, I was in Philly when Ian happened, so I just
Okay.
missed it. Last year we had a Dahlia, but that was just rain and wind. There was nothing compared to what this was. And
Was it freaky? Was it freaky? Was it weird?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, just it was. I slept through a lot of it just because I didn't want to be a part of it. Because
Yeah.
it was like lights would be on, 10 minutes later, lights are gone. Lights are on, lights are gone, lights are on, and it's just pouring rain. My dog thought every time the wind blew that somebody was at my door. She
Oh,
just
yeah.
kept barking, thinking somebody was coming when the wind was just blowing at the door, and it was just like smashing things into my door. So my dog was freaking out. So it wasn't, and that was it going like on the coast. That thing was miles off the coast, and that's all we got. And I live in Pinellas County, and if you look at like death toll count in Florida, we had the most in my county, even though it hit up north a lot stronger. But people there knew it was coming, so they evacuated. People here, especially on the islands, like in my county, that they lived like on Treasure Island or Madeira Beach, they thought, it's gonna be like, just like it's gonna be passing by. But it kind of shifted, and we had a lot more bands, and the storm surge just destroyed the people all over that lived on the coast. So yeah.
Did Angie Russo's have to evacuate, or was that
No,
by
she
her?
lives. Where she lives was way far
In
out.
Pensacola.
Apparently,
Okay.
there's another one coming though right now. There's another one that's being formed right now in the same area, and it might have a similar path, and it's gonna come here on Friday or Saturday. So I don't
Wow.
Wow.
know.
Yeah.
Make sure if you get your new car, put it 6 feet above ground.
Yeah, well, let's go in the garage.
Yeah.
So Ray,
Let's go,
you
Ryan.
you were like vacationing where it landed or where it hit landfall. Was that weird for you?
It was fine. Everything. It was just like east of us. So
Yeah.
we barely got any rain.
Like I said, it moved east, so it moved towards me more than
Yeah.
where Ray was. Yeah.
You guys didn't get rain in Nashville, did you? Like from that?
Tons of rain.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
that's what I
there's
was
roads
gonna say.
Tons.
closed and stuff
That's
in
what I
Nashville.
thought.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah,
thought.
I think that most people died in North Carolina from it.
Yeah,
which
it's
is
still
crazy.
pretty bad.
Dude,
It's like in Asheville. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
so
North
bad
Carolina
there.
had
Yeah.
insane flooding from it. So
they said in Nashville right now you can't even get in or out because it's just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Yeah.
crazy.
I
flooding.
wish I could like figure out how to help.
there's some places here that like I used to where I get my jerky from. People that got
Oh,
they
right.
got my jerky. Yeah, that whole place I can't go into. You have to be a resident to get on that part of the thing because they don't allow anybody else in.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like Nikki, the girl that works for me, her aunt lives there, and her house is gone.
Wow.
man.
Windows smashed, sludge everywhere. The water was like 8 foot high in that house, and
Yeah.
it's all gone. It's all gone. Which
Yeah. That's how my mom and dad was during Ian. They had 9-foot surge water in their house, and it's yeah.
I don't know if it was in North Carolina, but I saw it was on the news that some people evacuated and then they came back and like all their cattle were in the house. Like,
Whoa, that's
yeah,
crazy.
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Hey, at least they found them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
That's
Right.
Like thankfully, I live so far off the coast where I live that I don't have to worry about storm surge ever. Where I am, I'm that far in. Like it would have to be an insane thing to come through here. But yeah. So
Well, I'm sure that Asheville didn't think that they were going to have to worry about storm
Right.
surge.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
they didn't get storm surge, right? Actually
Right.
got flooded.
It was all
yeah,
rain.
So
Mhm.
yeah,
It's all
but,
flooding.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Guys, I just received a email from Whatnot, which is this could be great for a lot of people. So
They're kicking
free
us
shipping for first-time buyers and mobile cash out with Stripe. So this month we've rolled out new features designed to help you boost sales and run your businesses more effectively. Check out our latest blog post to learn more about these updates. First one, free shipping for first-time buyers. Whatnot is covering up to $25 in shipping costs for new buyers and their first purchases. Whether they're stopping in your show or your store, this is a great way to attract more customers and boost conversations. Mobile payouts. Soon you'll be able to cash out with Stripe on the go. Link your Stripe account and transfer your Whatnot earnings to your bank right from your mobile device.
Did we not already have that though? I do mobile payouts all the time.
I think Stripe and I don't know. And then
well,
mobile
I do
shipping
mobile payouts to PayPal, I guess. That's
to
why it was.
PayPal, yeah.
Yeah.
And then mobile shipping label printing on Android. Android users rejoice. You can now generate and print shipping labels directly from your phone, making it easier to get packages out the door even when you're on the
It's
move.
crazy how the Android features come like Apple had that for like over a year already. Android finally got that thing. I'm great. I have an Apple, so I'm not complaining. But a lot of their features are so Apple based, which is the superior phone, so how it should be. But but that's.
How are you doing?
Put down in your Android if you're an Android user.
Yeah, so you're gonna start an argument with that in the comments,
right?
How are you doing with your levels now that they've introduced different, bronze level, silver level? And I know that you had talked about. Yeah, we had a discussion about how to set that up whenever we were trying to do it. And I set mine up different than you did, but
there's some people that did it such a way.
Really?
That was my first time shopping with them last Friday, and I hit diamond by the time the show was over.
Oh, wow.
It was like their level was buy one item, spend $10 for each level. And so I hit diamond before the show was over based on their thing. I did mine way too hard because I didn't realize you had to hit both of the qualifications to reach to the next tier.
Mm-hmm.
So my silver is buy 10 items and spend $100. I thought it was either buy 10 items or $100, but you have to do buy 10 and spend 100. And then it resets on gold. Then my gold is spend $250 and buy 25 items.
Yeah.
So like I have a lot of people that are silver now, but now they have to buy 25 more things from me and spend $250.
Yeah.
So
it starts over.
I don't have any gold members, but again, we're still in October. We still have 2 months until the thing is over. So I'm sure I'll get some gold. I'll probably get some platinum. But in the next month, I'm going to concentrate on the quantity a lot more. So I'm going to drop the price down to 50 for each tier, but I'm going to increase the quantity. So for bronze, it'll be buy 10 things, spend $50. For silver, it would be buy 25 things, buy 20 things, spend $50. For gold, it would be buy 30 things, spend $50. So like it'd be because I do so many shows that people can get the quantity a lot easier because I do like 5 to 7 shows a week where I sell 100+ items, so they can be able to hit the quantity thing, and that's what I'm going to be doing. But it's a trial and error. You learn what's easy, what's not easy. But I would not recommend doing buy one thing, spend $10. That's for sure. It's a little too easy.
Yeah, I can't remember. Has anybody already used any of your coupons on your shows, and how does that usually come up?
Yeah.
Like, do you see it when you go to ship stuff, or like how does that work?
You see it in the shipment tab. It will tell you how many coupons were used in your shipment tab. And
they can use more than one.
No, you can only use one, but you see it who applied it during the shipments. And so the way it's applied is that for mine is that it's for any item over $10 you get 5 off. So you can click redeem right away, but it won't be used until the item hits the qualification. So let's say you redeem the coupon rate, but then you buy 8 things from me for $8 or less. Your coupon will never be applied because it never got to the $10 threshold. Then as soon as it gets to 10 plus, it gets applied. Then I'm trying to open one so we can see how it. But these are all shipping. Would this be in there?
When did they start those tiers? In the summer?
No, they started
Like a month ago.
Yeah.
a month ago, September
Oh,
September
okay.
3rd.
Okay.
Yeah, so about a month in. Yeah. It's a fun way to. Some people don't put them on because they're like, some people say, I already give too many things away on here. I don't want to any more things. But I think it's fun. I have a fun time as a seller, as a buyer with them. I try to go into different people's shows and get different crowns. You know, it's fun for me.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because there's times where I'm like scrolling, just going from one show to the next. And a lot of times if they don't have the thing where it doesn't have the little crown up there, I quickly scroll so that I can find another one that's got the thing. So if I'm going to spend some time in anything, I want to work towards something. I love gold stars. So if I can get the crown,
I share it right here. When you go to your shipments,
nice.
when people apply the coupon, it will say it right there.
Ah.
So I know somebody used a coupon here, somebody used a coupon there, and now another coupon was used right there.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how you see when another one was used right there. So that's how you know when people's coupons were used. Yeah. No.
So Paul, how many
Nice.
items are you selling on Whatnot a month, do you think? Like, how much turnover are you doing in a month?
A month?
How about a week then instead?
In a week, I sell about 500.
Wow.
In a week?
Crazy.
But how many shows do you
So
average
that's like
a week?
2,000 in a month.
Yeah.
In a week, I average about, I would say, around 7 shows. Some are full-blown shows that are an hour, 2 hour, 3 hours long, and a lot of them are rate trains, which are about 30 minutes, 20 minutes, something like that. But yeah, in about a week, I ship about 500 items out of here. It's not 500 boxes because people can buy multiple things.
Yeah,
But
right.
Yeah.
but yeah, like, so I have my mega show on Saturday. That's the big show. That one I usually sell about 150 to 200 items. I have a jewelry show every Friday. That one I sell about 100 items on my jewelry show. That one's really easy to pack. I have a random pool show.
From the auctions, or where are you picking up your jewelry at? Is it?
Yeah, auction house, and
it's just
then
all jewelry.
Costume jewelry. But sometimes they miss things, and I buy all the costume jewelry. I put it in a box, and then on my show I just dump it on the table, and we go through it. So we'll be opening like, oh wow, look, this one's marked 925. Boom, I run it. Oh wow, look, it's a Bulova, whatever how you ever pronounce that brand, Bulova. Look, there's a Bulova watch in here. Boom. Okay. And I don't care what it is, we're running it. Everything starts at $3, and people see it. Oh, okay, I'm gonna bid it up, and then it goes from there. Yeah, so I do that one. I have a random pool show once a week. We sell 100 plus items there, and then so that's already 300. 350, 400, then you add all my rate trains to the end of it. I'll say about 500 a week. Yeah. Wow, it's a lot of stuff, but I get a lot of things. It's garage sale season now here, so we do that. At the auction house, I probably get thousands of items every week at the auction house. I'm starting to buy storage units again. So
really, you are?
Yeah, we're doing that, and then I'm doing actually after this is over, I'll meet up with somebody. I'm buying out her antique booth, but she has jewelry there, so it's all going to be jewelry. So she has a bunch of 925 and all that other stuff that I'm buying her out of. Yeah. So
have you ever had your own antique booth or in a mall somewhere?
It's the one place I haven't ventured out yet.
You've done flea markets. You've done pop-up shows.
I had a booth at a flea market before. Yeah. The reason why I'm buying storage units is because I have a great partnership with this auction house company, and a lot of stuff that I don't want to sell, they said I can just bring there, and they'll sell it for me. I get 60% of what they sell it. So cool, I can just go to these storage auctions, do whatever I want to sell on Whatnot, bring there, and then the rest of the stuff, including big things, furniture, all the other stuff, I'll bring to them.
Yeah.
And then it's easy money.
That's good.
All I have to do is just bring it from one place to the other, and then whatever it sells for, it sells for. And so yeah, there's one I'm winning right now for. That looks pretty good. I hope I win it. Yeah.
Nice.
Do you use isn't there a website that you can go to that you can find the storage units that are in your area? You enter in your zip code, and
there's a couple. There's a Locker Fox. There's storage auctions, and then there's storage treasures, and there's probably more by now, but those are the ones I used when I was in Philly, so I still use them now, and they still work. So
Yeah.
that's
There you
where
go.
I go.
You
There you go.
used some sort of an app to find yard sales in your area. So I was like, cool, I'll download that app. And it never works in my area. When I do it in my area, which is like
This
Central
is the one
Illinois,
I'm winning right now, Ray. If you want to share
I
the
pick
screen,
up everything I pick up is Nashville.
look how spicy this unit is. Look at all those
what do you
boxes.
see in
Look at all
there
those
that
bins.
is really interesting?
So there's Halloween stuff right here.
Oh,
Halloween
Okay.
candy bowls, all the Halloween stuff right there. I need this rack first of all. That rack is
Sure.
really good.
yeah, that's a good
a
one.
lot of Christmas stuff. That surfboard's an easy $100 bill all day
Mm.
long, and then it's just a mystery of what is all in here. You know,
Right.
there's Costco
Yeah.
boxes, there's all these other boxes, there's all these bins. You know, so like it's just the intrigue of what could be in there.
What's
Razor
it at
screw.
right now?
I'm winning it at 260. It has 1 day left. I'm
Oh,
gonna
wow.
spend. I want to spend up to 400 on it, so we'll see. And then
Nice.
if I do win it, I want to go live from it and do a show live from the unit and just
Yeah.
pull
Those do
things
well.
running.
Live from
Pull
the
things
unit.
running.
Mm-hmm.
People,
Sweet.
those shows, everybody goes to those shows because you never know what's coming next.
Mhm.
Yeah. Storage Auction Pirate does that, and he's got a lot of people in his shows.
That guy was blowing up, man.
Mhm.
But he finds some insane stuff. But all the storage unit people, they're blowing up. What's the guy? What the Hales? If you watch him,
Oh,
his shows
Oh,
are
yeah.
blowing up too. Yeah, his whatnot shows are crazy. It's a big thing. I'm friends with Noah Baller. He has no social media following whatsoever. He has 35,000 followers and whatnot. He buys storage units and just does it live. Corey Mannix, if you guys watch him, he just
Yep.
discovered the cheat code. He is so he would buy storage units and he will build his following that way. And now that he has a following, he is selling kind of his following to the folks. So the people that have this amazing stuff, but nobody comes to their shows, they hire him. He goes, he travels there, does a show from his
Oh,
account,
wow.
and splits it 50-50. So he was at this lady's house in Maryland who buys storage units, and she has insane stuff. But she used to have her shows with 5 people come and nobody's buying. So he comes over with his account, gets 200, 300 people in his room, runs her stuff. The prices go crazy, and they do 50-50. So he gets 50% of it, and he probably makes 6, 7, 8 grand a show. So he makes
That's
3,
awesome.
4 grand for selling other people's stuff. But he also ships it and does all that stuff too. But it's still $3,000-$4,000 a show that is not his. And then think about other people. Every day people come to a show because they know it's gonna be new stuff from a new place in the country.
That's a modern day auction service.
Mhm.
Yep.
Modern day.
And his followers are blowing up because every day he's in a different location and selling heat. Now, like for me, I can't do that because I get a good storage unit. I might have a good show this week. Next week, I might not have anything. But every day or every other day, he's where people's entire collections are being sold. So he flew to Florida. Me and him grabbed lunch, and he told me about everything. I was like, man, that's a genius move. That's a genius move.
Yeah. Well, great stuff, guys. I know that our buddy Joe has to get going. So Paul,
freaking Joe, man.
I appreciate you coming on. We need to have you back at some point as well.
Thanks,
Kristen.
Paul.
Thanks,
Kristen,
Welcome.
the unofficial
Joe,
fourth
say
guest of
thank
the
you to me,
podcast.
Joe. Say thank you, Joe.
He's like, I'm leaving right now.
He's like, no. So, guys, thank you all so much for coming on. We do appreciate it. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you on.
Flip side.
Hey, there we go. Can we do two at the same time? I don't think so. Oh, maybe. Yeah, there we go.
See y'all. God bless.
Peace.
Peace.